Welcome. Thank you guys very much for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and get started with our tech talk on Teamcenter Object Classifications and Streamlining Processes. Now, your questions will be answered live at the end, but please go ahead and as questions come up, just you can enter them into the chat. Now, our presenter today is Sandeep. Sandeep's in our Cincinnati office. And a little bit about Sandeep. He is an application engineer with extensive experience in Teamcenter. He likes to build creative solutions and really go that extra mile for superior technical support. All right, Sandeep, I can't wait to see what you have for us today. The Tech Talk is now yours.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sandeep Bulapalli, a Teamcenter application engineer at Prolim. Today, I'll be talking about Teamcenter classification and how it helps in efficient part reuse. What's on agenda? We'll start by understanding what classification is and why it's important. Then we'll look at some key features and benefits of classification in Teamcenter. Next, I will walk you through how to classify objects step by step. We'll also explore advanced filtering to quickly find the right parts. After that, we'll see how to compare objects and pick the best fit. And finally, we'll discuss how to add classified objects inside a structure without losing context. By the end of session, you will have a clear idea of how classification save time and improve efficiency in your workflow. If you have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat box or ask them at the end of the presentation. Let's dive in. Imagine you have thousands of parts in a database like bolts, screws, gears, and so on. Without proper organization, finding the right part would be like searching for a needle in a haystack. That's where classification in Teamcenter comes in. Classification helps organize objects like parts, documents, and materials into a structured groups based on shared attributes. Instead of looking through an endless list, you can search and filter parts by specific details like size, material, and type. For example, let's say you need a bolt for a new design. If all bolts are classified properly, you can quickly find exactly what you need, whether it's a 10 mm stainless steel hex bolt or a 20 mm titanium screw. This not only makes searching faster, but also encourages part reuse. Instead of creating a new bolt from scratch, you can reuse an existing one, saving time and reducing costs. So in short, classification makes searching, reusing, and managing objects easier, leading to better efficiency in product development. So why is classification important? Thinking about managing a huge library of parts, documents, and materials in a company, if everything is stored without any structure, finding the right item would take forever. Classification helps by organizing data efficiently, making it easier to search, compare, and reuse parts. Now let's take a simple example. Imagine walking into a hardware store where all bolts are randomly placed in a big pile. Finding the right one would be frustrating, right? You'd have to search through thousands of bolts, checking each one's size, type, and material manually. But what if the store organized the bolts into categories? All stainless steel bolts in one section, hex bolts in another, and all 10 mm bolts grouped together. Now, if you need a 10 mm stainless steel hex bolt, you can go directly to that section and find it within seconds. This is exactly what Teamcenter classification does. It groups similar objects, making searching faster, reducing duplication, and promoting the reuse of existing parts, saving time and cost in product development. Classification in Teamcenter comes with several powerful features that makes organizing and searching for parts much easier. Let's go over some of the key ones. Hierarchical structure. Think of it like a tree, where objects are categorized into a structured way. For example, all bodies might be under one category with subcategories for high cost and low cost. This helps in navigating through large data easily. Attribute-based search. Instead of searching manually, you can filter objects using specific details like diameter, length, metal, and some other properties. This helps in navigating through large data easily. Just enter the attributes and Teamcenter will find it for you. Advanced filtering. Sometimes one filter isn't enough. You might need a 10 mm stainless steel bolt with a hex head. With multiple filters, you can refine your search and quickly locate exactly what you need. Comparison tool. When selecting the right part, it's helpful to compare similar objects side by side. Teamcenter allows you to do this visually and technically, so you can make better decisions. Now that we know the key features, let's talk about why classification is so beneficial. Faster searches. Instead of scrolling through hundreds of parts, you can quickly locate the right object using attributes and filters. This saves time and ensures that engineers and designers can focus on their work instead of searching for data. Standardization. With classification, companies can maintain consistency across projects. Whether it's bolts, bearings, or any other component, everything follows a structured format, reducing errors and miscommunication. Reduce duplication. Without classification, users often end up creating duplicate parts because they can't find existing ones. Classification prevents this by making it easier to reuse existing objects, which saves both time and cost. Improved efficiency. When parts are well organized and easy to find, engineers spend less time searching and more time designing. This streamlines workflows and speeds up the product development process. Better decision making. With tools like comparison feature, users can evaluate similar parts side by side and choose the best one for their needs. It ensures high quality and cost effective decisions. So, classification isn't just about organizing data. It directly improves productivity, reduces waste, and enhances overall efficiency in Teamcenter. Now let's see how to classify objects in Teamcenter. Select the object you want to classify. This could be a part, document, or any other item. We'll choose the appropriate category from the classification tree to ensure it fits into the right group. We enter the key attributes such as length, diameter, material to define the object properly. Finally, we'll save the classification and the object is now structured for easy searching and reuse. Now let's do a live demo to see this in action. Let's log into Teamcenter. When classification is added to Teamcenter, you will find a classification tile on the home page. This tile contains the tree structure and it shows all objects which are already classified under that specific group. Now let's see how to classify an object and get added to this tree. So this part looks like a screw. Let's check the classification. So this part has not been classified yet. So let's start doing the classification for this part. Let's click add and it displays the tree for classification. So since this is a screw and I'm going to select the screws class here and it asks me for length, diameter, metal, mandatory fields and a Prolim number as a optional field. Let's enter the length, diameter, metal as a stainless steel. Upon entering the attributes like length, diameter, mandatory fields and optional fields, click classify, which saves the object into the structured tree. So this part is now classified into screws. So let's go back to the classification tree and search in the screws group. The newly added part is classified and added to the structured tree. So all these attributes that we filled so far are not on the part. Instead, these attributes are from classified objects. So this makes your part classified and makes filters and search efficiently by these classified properties. Filtering helps you quickly find the exact object you need. Instead of searching through your long list, you can apply filters based on classification properties. So the filtering here now in Teamcenter enables classified properties into the filter list, not just the part properties. For example, if you are looking for a screw which has a diameter of 6, you can filter by material steel and then diameter to narrow down your results. You can even apply multiple filters like size, length, or tension to refine your search further, making it much easier to locate the right objects. Now let's see how this works in Teamcenter. Let's perform a star search which results all the parts in Teamcenter. So this search divides my screen into three different panels, left, middle and right panel. So the left panel displays all the filters. Before adding classification, it was just part properties, and now it displays all the classification properties in the filters list. So we notice there is a classification tab. It displays 18 assemblies and some other classification properties like diameter, length, metal and optional Prolim number. So let's say if you're looking for a 6 mm diameter screw, we can filter easily. Since it's a screw, I'm going for the fasteners and screws, select the screw and then go for the diameter 6. So this gets me the exact component or the part that I'm exactly looking for. You can even apply multiple filters like length or any other classified properties to refine your search, further making it much easier to locate the right object. How to compare objects inside classification. Teamcenter allows you to compare objects side by side based on their attributes, making it easier to choose the best parts for your needs. For example, if you need a screw, you can compare different options by length, diameter, and metal to see which one fits the best. Instead of manually checking each part, this feature quickly highlights differences, helping you make faster and more informed decisions. Now let's see how we can use this comparison inside Teamcenter. Let's go to the classification module. Select any two screws or maybe a fastener and check their properties, basically classified properties, and compare them to select the best part for your need. So I'm selecting screw 8 and screw 7. Upon the selection, Teamcenter automatically compares objects side by side. Let me select a fastener and the fastener added to the comparison panel. And here we can choose the exact part that fits our need based on the classified properties. It says where it has been classified into the group, length, diameter, and some other properties which are defined on the classified objects. So this helps you make faster and more informed decisions, making it easier to choose the best part for your needs. In Teamcenter, adding classified parts to a BOM is seamless. Let's say you need to add screws to a BOM. You don't need to leave the BOM, go to the classification module, search for the right screw, and then return to the BOM in order to add it. Instead, Teamcenter adds classification within the BOM structure. As you see in the screenshot, it adds classification within the BOM structure, allowing you to find and add the correct part right where you are. So this saves time, keeps your workflow smooth, and ensures data accuracy without switching between modules. Now let's see how to add a child to an assembly to a BOM inside Teamcenter. So now we are at the home page of Teamcenter. Let's select the BOM and open it in a content to view all the BOM structure. So at this point, if you want to add any screws or fasteners or any other parts, if the parts are already classified, it is very easy to add them to this BOM. Teamcenter gives an option to add child and further gives an option to select the component from classification. Let's say I need a screw. Expand the assemblies, expand the fasteners and screws, hammer the screws level. So this now displays all the screws that are already classified in Teamcenter. So I have a freedom to select any screw to be added to this BOM, select the screw and say add. So this now gets added to the BOM. So in this way, classification makes it easier to update the BOM with the components. Teamcenter's classification makes it simple to organize and find the right parts without extra steps. So basically you can classify and add parts within your BOM without switching screens. This saves time, keep things organized and make your work easier. So with that, I'll conclude today's tech talk. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you. Before we close, I wanted to invite you all to our upcoming Solid Edge University 2025 event at Top Golf Cincinnati. We will be providing food, drinks, Solid Edge hands-on interactive activities where you can test drive the latest functionality in the software. And it's at Top Golf, free golf games as well. Let me know if you are interested. I will gladly send you a direct link to register for this free event. Thank you.